Hey guys, what's going on? Savage Dan here, and welcome back to another episode of Weaponology. And for today, I thought I would use the AEK-971. Now, this gun in Battlefield 4 is a lot better than it was in BF3, accuracy-wise. It shoots like a laser beam if you have the right attachments and you can control it. My setup is angled grip, coyote sight, laser, and I'm pretty sure it's a flash hider in this video. For me, that's the best setup for it because I'm more of an experienced Battlefield player, and vertical recoil isn't really that hard to control for me. If you're newer, you could use the muzzle brake and help with the vertical recoil, or even the compensator, because it does have a lot of left to right recoil, and that's what the compensator does, is it stops it from moving left and right while you shoot. It kind of shoots up to the right, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, I would have to go into a game and just let the gun do what it does by itself, because like I said, I can control this gun pretty well in this one. I did use the AEK a lot in BF3, and straight up in BF4 it is, I'm gonna say it's 100 times better. They changed it so much that it's almost unrecognizable from the one in BF3. It's still the same, stats and everything. It's 900 rounds per minute. I think it was 900 rounds per minute in BF3. It might have been 1,000, but I'm pretty sure it was 900 because that's what it is in real life. So I don't think they'd make a gun have a higher fire rate than it does in real life. I know some guns in BF4 they lowered the fire rate compared to what it is in real life, I guess for balancing issues. But it shoots a 5.45 by 39 millimeter round. This version and the S version, I don't know what the difference between the S version is, but they both shoot this round. And then there's the AEK-972 and even a 3. I didn't even know they existed, but apparently they are a thing. But just the fact of how accurate this gun is, and the high fire rate of it, it makes it a terror to use on closer quarter levels, such as Locker, or even Flood Zone is a good map for it, especially on TDM, because there are some long range transactions, but with all the the rubble, or all the the little buildings and objects up on the roofs, you can get away from those long range shots and just move up on your target tactically, and end up playing a close quarter battle instead. And that guy kind of ruined my plan. I was going to come up behind them all without them knowing I was there, but I don't think it really mattered. I shot because they still didn't know I was there. And yeah, I don't know, this gun, I just can't really say it enough how accurate it is. Using the AEK and BF3 a lot for competitive, I kind of liked it a lot more than the M16 for competitive in BF3 after the whole M16 patch and everything. But it's just, it's crazy. I'm sure if you were even better at controlling vertical recoil, and you could use let's say a heavy barrel on this in BF4, the accuracy would be even better than it already is with my setup. But I don't like how the heavy barrel adds the vertical recoil in Battlefield 4. That's what heavy barrels are for in real life, is to stop the vertical recoil. It's supposed to make the front of the gun heavier to help stop vertical recoil. So they kind of went full retard when they tried to balance the heavy barrel, but they had to balance it some way, I guess. And for anyone that knows guns in real life, it's kind of silly, but they do have to make a game balanced, or it's not going to be fun to play, or not going to be playable at all, just because we're going to have a whole M16 type thing happen again, where just one gun is crazy overpowered compared to the rest, and I don't think anyone wants that anymore. But you guys should definitely try this gun out if you haven't already. I know high fire rates usually deter a lot of people, just because high fire rates usually mean harder to control. It is a little tough to control at first. Once you get the pattern down for, shooting longer ranges to medium ranges, usually 2-shot bursts will do. But up close and personal, see, like little 2-shot microbursts like that is perfect for longer range. It's almost dead accurate, pretty much no recoil if you do that. I couldn't even imagine having it compensator or a muzzle brake on it. Doing that, probably a muzzle brake would be better. But with a muzzle brake on that, you probably see no recoil at all while shooting a long range with the 2-shot burst. And what I mean by microburst, if you guys don't know what that is, I know I probably say it a lot, and some people probably don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Think I'm speaking nonsense. A microburst is where you click your mouse really fast to make the game think you're bursting the gun, which really you're not. You're pretty much almost shooting full auto. But it's tricking the game into thinking that you're shooting full auto because it's reading that you are letting off the trigger. But it's so fast that you're pretty much almost shooting full auto. It's a little tactic that a lot of competitive players have used in Battlefield for quite a long time now. And if you can use a gun enough to figure out the right microbursts of a gun for certain ranges and stuff like that, you will be amazing with the gun. And that's what I mean about it's a fucking laser beam. And I hate being on the other side of the AEK, but being on this side and killing people is pretty awesome. I looked at that grenade and went, oh god damn it. I hate when that happens, especially because I was not even a couple, 20 kills away from having a perfect round. That would have been pretty sweet. But yeah, pretty much any gun can be accurate, let's be honest. Any gun can be super good. Low fire rate, high fire rate, as long as you understand the recoil, understand the gun, understand a lot of parts, attachments to use for certain situations. That's a big key in Battlefield 4, and I like how they did implement that, where certain attachments are better for certain situations. Like, let's say you're going to be playing a close quarter map. Instead of like an angled grip, I'd probably throw on a straight grip or an ergo grip, something that gives me better hip fire, because I'll probably be hip firing a lot more because I'll be running around corners and there will be people there and I just want to shoot instead of take the time to bring up my red dot sight if I don't have to. That type of thing that they brought was cool. If this game was, if they shipped this game when it worked and it wasn't completely, I shouldn't say completely broken, but if it wasn't as broken as it is, and there was a competitive scene, like a huge competitive scene, that would be a big part of it, was attachments and when to use certain attachments for certain situations. They brought that, and it was kind of a cool thing that, it makes people have to learn things like that. And, that's why I'm kind of hoping that eventually this game will be competitive. But AEK-971, great gun, try it out. And as always, make sure to rate, comment, share it with your friends, do all that fun stuff. And I will see you guys later.